What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel, and in this video we're going to be speaking about how it's time for the Premier League to ditch VAR. Before we do get into the video, please make sure to like the video, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. Go and follow TikTok and the Instagram, Daniel Talks Football on both. Before we do get into the video, I do just need to quickly thank the two podcast guests from last week of the Spurs News and Arsenal Fan Nation 2. Those two podcasts are currently out on, the podcast that those two were in is currently out on the channel with all the videos haven't gone out over the past week. So thank you for those two for coming on. I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos. However, it's time to speak about VAR because I've had enough. I've been one who's been sitting there with VAR and kind of going, you know what, give it time, give it time, give it time. It's going to work. We need to give this time because this will be the future of the game. You know, the sooner we sort of get used to it, the better. I've now had enough. The Luis Diaz incident at the weekend just shows that no matter how good technology can be, mistakes can still happen. Human error is still involved. Football is about human error. Decisions are subjective, and I know the Luis Diaz incident was nothing to do with subjectivity. It was simply to do with two men not being able to communicate with one another properly. That's stupid. But you've had countless mistakes now. If that's to do with, you know, decisions being wrong or whatever it is, technical faults or blah 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 blah, whatever, VAR needs to be gone from the Premier League. It's working really well abroad, and not hearing these same kind of, you know, comments abroad because the referees are better than the referees in this country, who 95% of are absolutely abysmal. That's not just at the highest level, that's sort of filtering down through the leagues, and every league is having appalling referees at the moment. I've never come away from a game recently and I've gone, yeah, you know what, that ref was good. I'm not doing it. And I know people don't praise referees when they're good, but I'm not finding any referees that are currently putting in good performances. Every single club is complaining about referees, and I know that's always been the case. It has been, and this isn't a video simply about the state of refereeing, but it's the whole organisation altogether. It's the whole refereeing organisation, the referees in the league and VAR. None of it's working well enough. Mistakes are being made constantly, and I know that taking away VAR will not solve the inconsistencies in refereeing. I understand that, because then it will more be on the referees. However, I do feel like the standard of refereeing has dropped since VAR has come in, because referees do now have a backup. If that goes, referees will then know that, you know, the decisions do just fall entirely upon them, and I do feel like that will help things in the league. So I definitely would ditch VAR for that reason. I also simply think that VAR was supposed to make this game perfect, and having it in the game is just making things worse and worse and worse. I'm not a fan of VAR at all. Well, I was. You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna take that back. I was a fan of VAR. I was a fan of VAR for an awful long time. I really liked, you know, an awful lot to do with it. I thought it was going to make the game better. And this is the first time I've come out and said I think it's time for the Premier League to ditch VAR. Before this, I was willing to give it time. However, my club, Leicester City, have been relegated to the Championship, while the performances of the referees are still abysmal in this league. Not having to worry about a VAR decision being overturned when you're celebrating a goal is excellent. I'm enjoying the Championship so much more than I was enjoying the Premier League. Not just because we're winning games constantly. You know, we did win 4-1 again today, so, you know, up the boys. But simply because you don't have to worry about that element of VAR. The idea of football, more than anything, is that this is entertainment. If football wasn't entertaining, nobody would watch it. Yet having VAR there, and, you know, your club scoring a goal, you're in the back of your mind going, this could be ruled out. It's not even in the back of your mind, no, it's in the front of your mind when it goes in the back of the net. It's like, this could be ruled out. Yeah. You can't celebrate. You can't celebrate a goal properly until then, you know, VAR gives it, and then, you know, your excitement's died down, the game's pretty much kicked off anyway. What's the point of VAR? I know it's supposed to make things better, but it's not. Yes, there are some decisions it's doing well, and that's fine, but so can referees, and referees will have stinkers, and that is the point of this football game. Walking away from a game going, the ref was really bad today, that's fine. But now people are walking away from games going, VAR and the ref was really bad today, and it's just not adding anything to the league. I think it's finally time to say goodbye to VAR, and finally time to move on with football. But yeah, what do you make to my viewpoint? Do you think VAR should stay in the Premier League or not? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. See ya!